this is Dr. Madiha Saeed, board certified integrative holistic family physician, aka Holistic Mom MD. So I was able to escape from the crazy kids. Sorry, I had to delay the Facebook Live a little bit. Life got crazy as usual, right? So I wanted to continue what we normally talk about every Thursday is the factors of inflammation. How if you are suffering from skin rashes, if you are suffering from digestive complaints, allergies, asthma, if you're suffering from any of these issues, it could be the underlying root cause could be inflammation. And I actually had an amazing story and recovery story that I had to share with you. So I met this amazing human being, and she suffered from a rash head to toe called Pityriasis rubia pilaris. And it's like the worst type of eczema that you can imagine. It's not even really an eczema, it's just an autoimmune condition where head to toe you're like red and scabbed, and like it's just red and puffy and scaly, like head to toe. And she was on Humira, she was on methotrexate, she was on steroids daily, but she could not have, there was no relief from her symptoms. Despite that, she told me that her body burned daily. And that's just unacceptable, right? And so I actually spoke to her, and she became a really close friend of mine. And what's so amazing is that just by applying simple lifestyle skills, getting your body back to more of like a balanced state can heal not one symptom, but then all of them simultaneously. Yeah, she dealt with like some digestive complaints and like allergies and things like that. And all of those are the first things to resolve. And just after 3 months, she has clear skin. And you're like, how does that have anything to do with the gut, right? And it's actually just all of it. Or how does that have anything to do with inflammation? Well, one, we know that her body was inflamed. They would try to put her on steroids, an anti-inflammatory. They put her on methotrexate, an anti-inflammatory. They put her on Humira, an anti-inflammatory. But it wasn't until that she added the power of a healthy lifestyle did she get better. Isn't that amazing? That is so, so, so powerful that you can get in charge of your own health. You have all the capabilities that you need to adjunct that conventional care and free yourself from chronic illness. And that's what I want to empower you guys with. And I get excited every time I talk about it because of the fact that it's just these simple lifestyle skills that can heal and prevent chronic illnesses in any age. So eczema in a child or rashes. Yes, Norma, our bodies are amazing. How are you doing? And it is just so amazing. And you just got to give it the tools. You got to give it the tools that it needs, because if you don't give it the tools, then it's not going to heal. Right? And those tools we talked about, and we can now go ahead and recap all of that stuff. So specifically, let's go here. And it's crazy. Like every time I go to my clinic, I seriously have 100% success rate in healing chronic illness with lifestyle. And it's that simple. Just by adding these simple lifestyle skills, I've been doing this now for 8 to 9 years, almost 9 years. 100% success rate. Come on. It's so easy. It's cost effective. It's easy, fast, time, cost effective. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. And it empowers our families. It empowers yourselves, especially us as mothers. We need like an extra boost, especially if we're not feeling well. We need to start feeling well, right? To really optimize our families and ourselves. So it's so key. So let me tell you exactly what she did. And so she suffered from a head-to-toe condition. If you're just joining me, I had a patient that suffered head-to-toe something called Pityriasis rubia pilaris, rubia pilaris. And head-to-toe, she was on 3 different medications. She was on Humira, methotrexate, and steroids, still not getting relief from the body that burned head to toe, right? And all we had to do was we needed to address her underlying. We knew that her body was inflamed. So by targeting all of these factors, and just by digestive health and detoxification, the 4 S's: stress, sleep, social, and spiritual health. So this is all can be found in my book, The Holistic RX, Your Guide to Healing Chronic Inflammation and Disease. And it's a book full of hope, because that's all we got to do is in order to put your body back into balance, we have to work on all of these different key pieces. And you work on these key pieces, you can lower inflammation and not just heal one symptom, but then all of them simultaneously. No matter what you're dealing with, if you're dealing with eczema, if you're dealing with rashes, if you're dealing with acne, if you're dealing with headaches, digestive complaints, excessive bloating, gas, fatigue, right? Joint pain, back pain, like you name it, autoimmune diseases, cancers. All of these issues has inflammation as the underlying root cause. So by lowering the underlying inflammation, you can heal and prevent chronic illness. I know it's too good to be true, but it works. It's so powerful. So there's no harm. There's no side effects or drug interactions to a healthy lifestyle. Right? And so let's go quickly again. We're just going to recap that for anybody just following us on. And then I talk about each one of these in a little bit more detail in my previous Facebook Live, so you can go through each one of those. Amy. Oh, thank you, Amy. Yeah, Amy, we're going to go ahead and discuss how you're going to decrease inflammation. It's so simple. It's so simple and easy, fast, time, cost effective. And if I can do it with a crazy busy life, you can too. And I'm here for you. So first we want to do is optimize your spiritual health, right? Because we are what we think, right? And on top of that, our subconscious. And our subconscious governs about 90% of our thoughts and actions. So have an attitude of gratitude. I love that phrase. So immediately when you wake up in the morning, I want you to say 10 things that you're thankful for every single solitary morning. Then we have as the people on and around us, right? Around us, hopefully not in us or on us. Depending on what that is, all of that, you need to make sure you keep people make people around you that are going to lift you up, not drag you down, right? Then we have is your sleep. To make sure you're optimizing your sleep. While you sleep, you have less, you're not using much energy. So you can use more energy for, detoxing, creating hormones, all those amazing things. Basically, you can heal in your sleep. So gratitude, social health, people around you, because love does heal. Sleep, you can heal in your sleep. Then stress management, right? That makes a difference. 80% of the complaints that come to primary care physicians are due to stress. 80%, right? So incorporating a daily stress management skill into your daily routine is really key to keep those damaging hormones at bay. Then we have is detoxification. Detoxification, keep your home inside, outside, all around you as clean as possible, because that will heal. And then making sure our gut is healthy. And we talked about, vegetables, protein, healthy fats, removing all the bad foods and replacing with vegetables, protein, healthy fats, repopulating your gut bacteria with probiotics and prebiotics, adding at least 1 cup of bone broth per day, and then rebalancing your body with and getting rid of some of the toxins, Epsom salt baths, and gratitude and meditation, and all those amazing things that we talked about on this side, right? So then we have so that's how you heal the gut. It's really that simple. But also we need to balance out you making sure your hormones are balanced. And that's why, so whenever you put food in your mouth, you want to make sure that it fits 3 criteria. You want to make sure it keeps your gut healthy, your glucose balanced, and you be as nutrient dense as possible. So then, because all of that can help heal. So will help to heal the gut and the body and lower inflammation and help heal you. That's all. That's so simple. Just getting back to the simplest. And especially if you have a skin rash, I really try to limit the foods to doing the GAPS diet without dairy, and that depending on how severe your situation is, we just got to heal the gut. We got to balance our hormones. We got to make sure digestive health and detoxification, the 4 S's of stress, sleep, social, and spiritual health. Putting all that in balance will help to balance you. The next amazing thing is we talked about all the different pieces of the puzzle, right? We talked about, vegetables. We talked about protein. Last week, we talked about healthy fats. Now, what are we going to drink? Because hydration is so important. And I know that's something that I myself really had a problem dealing with because of the fact that I don't want to be peeing all the time. So everywhere, I'm always drinking water. But even for my kids and my families. So what I do is I have, you keep those sauerkraut jars, you keep the mayonnaise jars, you keep all of those jars. And because it's nice because they have a lid on it and you can measure, like, depending on, how heavy your child is, how big your child is. So that's how much water you want them to drink. So you want at least the ounces to be half of their body weight. So if there are 100 pounds, you want at least 50 ounces in them. Get the picture? So if my kids are 60 pounds, you want at least 30 ounces in them each day. So the sauerkraut jars or the pickle jars are really great because some of them are 33 ounces, some of them are, 24, 25. So depending on all that, it's easy for the kids because what I do is that every morning we fill that jar up with the amount of water they're supposed to drink. And they really notice how much either they're dehydrated or they're not. And I had to do that too. I'm like, oh my gosh, I barely got through one of these a day. And then I make that mistake of doing it all before bed and then I'm up all night long. So we don't want to do that either. So try to make sense. So what I do is I usually, for me, I try to do one of those jars in the morning, one in the afternoon, and one in the evening. I'm a human being. I sometimes fail, but at least I'm trying. I'm trying to get at least 50 to even 100 ounces a day. But that's really 3 of those jars. So is what I'm really, so at least 2 of those jars are I have a 33 ounce one. So I do 33. So 66. And then I'll try to squeeze in another one if I can on most days. Right? I'm working on it myself. That is something that I'm working on. That's up in the progress. And, but I do, it makes such a big difference on your face because optimal hydration really does lower inflammation. It helps to flush out those toxins. Otherwise, you're just keeping it through. It gets flushes them out through the kidney, promotes weight loss, increases energy, promotes healthy bowel movements. Trying to at least drink at least half your body weight in ounces every day. Again, I wouldn't do it with a meal because of the fact that it really hampers digestion. I would really do it either in between meals is when I would really get those get those nutrients in. But just like with everybody else, it does sometimes get boring, right? And that's where, let me tell you, so we don't ever do juices in my house because that is all full of sugar. And that in and of itself raises insulin levels, causes problems. So that's 28 grams of juice, grams of sugar just in a glass. Then we have is green teas. So I love green teas because they're anti-inflammatory, antioxidants, have tons of phytonutrients and detoxifying properties. And then, but what I love to do with my kids, and that's only occasion just on a treat. So if they're really sick and tired of just water, what I do instead of juices, right, is I'll take stevia. So Costco, you can get an entire thing of your organic pure lemon juice. That's just pure, just lemon. And I'll take a capful of that and 3 little teaspoons of organic stevia powdered I use. And I juice that, and that's like lemonade. So it's fresh for the kids. Or if I'm in a rush and there's crazy kids running, asking just for lemonade in every which way. But specifically, you could squeeze a lemon. That's even better. But again, that's just as a treat, right? That's something that I still want to do regularly. But that's so delicious, and I would love your heart. I know, right, Norma? It's delicious. Give me all your heart love. You love lemonade. Woo-hoo! Lemonade. So my kids don't even need anything else. You can also get stevia water enhancers that, again, just for parties and things. I'll squeeze that in there. Throw some blueberries or frozen blackberries. I know, right? Yeah. So these are such an amazing, also just putting infused water. Thanks, you guys. Thank you for the heart love. Woohoo! So infused waters are a great option. Some people can tolerate coffee, some people can't, so make sure, but I would use that coffee with coconut milk. There's tons of coconut milk creamer. And then especially if you're intermittent fasting. So I just broke my fast today at the noon. Yay, thank you guys for that love. I just broke my intermittent fast. I've been trying to fast every single solitary day, but even while I fast, I do try to drink. That's when I get a lot of my water in too, while I fast. Along with, you could do like black coffee if you can tolerate it. And then you can do all of these like teas. And I just had bought tons of jasmine tea. I love jasmine tea. So like detoxing teas, and there's turmeric tea. Oh, what I'm starting to love. I love it. If you just take turmeric, like fresh turmeric, right? A little like, it looks like a ginger on the outside, but smaller, right? So that, and dude, I like literally just grate in, use my zester and grate in a little bit in my hot water. Oh my gosh, it's like anti-inflammatory yumminess. Woo! So delicious. So there's so many different ways that you can really ramp up your drink. Smoothies is also a great way to get vegetables. It's like full of nutrients. Remember, vegetable, like a small piece of fruit, smart fat, like chia seeds, flax seeds, coconut, MCT oil, or a protein powder. I don't use a lot of protein powders. I'll put like gelatin in there, or I'll use gelatin or collagen, pea protein powder. So the ones that just have like one, or then there's also hemp protein. So something that's just one ingredient is really what I focus on. I don't do a lot of these other protein powders. The more clearing, the better. So I'll go answer some questions. I'm here for another like 5 or so minutes. I know Norma, bodies are awesome. How can we get our doctor to let us take part in their healing health? You got it, Norma. You got to find a doctor that will be your advocate, that will be there for you, that is not, I have to let you in on a secret that you probably already know. As doctors, we are taught not the question, that when a patient questions us, that makes us uncomfortable because we think that we know it all. But now that after I wrote this book, I realized that we really don't know it all. So you just got to find a doctor that doesn't have that ego and is ready to work with you with whatever it takes, right? And heard you on Wellness Mama, Amy. Yeah, I hope that helped, Amy. Saida says, these are essential steps in it. I know, right? These are so simple. And my kids do meditation, they use yoga, they go through vegetable, protein, healthy fats. They know what's going on. So these are simple steps that you can easily incorporate into your daily routine. Norma says, oh yeah, you don't drink water, Daniela. Yay, no water, no juice here. Lemonade, I know, delicious. Tahira says, can you suggest some things for nursing moms? So, again, I do some like turmeric teas and all of that stuff that is like so anti-inflammatory. I love it. So you want to stick with like, low caffeinated as possible, but all those green teas and all those like herbal teas or just ginger, even just putting like cumin or things like just is amazing, delicious. Tea out of turmeric root. Yes, I know, Daniela, turmeric root is delicious. And then halal gelatin. Yeah, you can find halal gelatin. You can find actually, if you go to my halal kitchen, actually Yvonne, she's will become one of my really close friends, and she has tons of halal gelatin on there. So myhalalkitchen.com, and she has tons of halal gelatin on there. And Daniela says, I know it's hard to find a doctor. I know, but that's why I'm trying to empower you guys. And I've given you guys the tools that you need in here to help empower you now and forever. And then just remember, I'm living this lifestyle. So if I can do it, you can do it. In the next couple months, I do have my children's book coming out. You guys, isn't this exciting? I know. So this is my children's book. It's about Adam. So it's called My Healing Day, Your Child's Little Guide to Healing Sickness and Staying Healthy. So this is going to come up in the next couple months. It's about Adam. So we talk about how Adam is going through and he's teaching his class about the power of health and wellness, and how his easy, simple daily routine to help heal chronic illness. It's just the same stuff that I tell you, like gratitude in the morning, eat vegetables, protein, healthy fats, what to look for. So basically it's like my children, like on what they do every single solitary day, because it's all healing. Those are healing pieces that you can incorporate into your daily routine to help heal you inside and out. So look for this. I'll talk about this in a little bit more detail as things come along. It's exciting. Remember, I have all those infographics. Please let me know how I'll do like a proper Facebook Live on just what you're thinking about those infographics, because I would love to make those infographics as best as possible, because I'm trying to make healing easy. I'm trying to make it healing fun. So any suggestions you guys have for me, it's my honor, and I can't wait for any of those. So please let me know, and if you have any other questions, I'm here for you now and forever and always, and love does heal. So love you guys all. Talk to you soon. Talk to you next week. Bye.